A step up to the mid this game on his Shadow Fiend, of course, coming through as that final pick from Nigma Galaxy this game, folks.
And it feels like he does have to do quite a bit, right? Especially with Omar making that quick early little swing around, finding XXS. They've got their early game prepared. Look at the double ward block as well, looking to get themselves to an advantage at the start here, giving Sumail a good time versus XM in particular. So let's see how he's going to be able to do with a pretty much free bottle right at the start of things. So Sumail is going to be going toe-to-toe with XM here. Let's see how these side lanes go, because it does feel like XG is very prepared for them, having this Earthshaker, having this Snapfire, which we've seen them do very well with in the past, and having this Ursa snap-picked, no hesitation whatsoever.
Oh, yeah, they were ready for that. They did not care what was coming out from that last pick in the mid from Nigma Galaxy. They were absolutely ready to get our mate back on the bear. Xingqiu
finds the kill.
Indeed, able to catch out GH there on that top lane, so settling the score for now. And it's sort of overall, what do both of these drafts sort of tell you about what these two teams want to accomplish here in this game too?
For XG, feels like similar to last time, just team fight, right? They have so much that's going to be coming together. For Nigma, a little bit more of a slowdown, but pick and choose your battles around that egg in particular, and if Omar can find the catches. But I do have worries, I gotta be honest, just because their only real team fight early is gonna be coming from the Phoenix, and there's a Snapfire. So that egg is going to be addressed in almost every single situation, and looking back to what happened in that last game, control became a bit of a problem too. And again, the stuns are lacking for the side of Team Nigma.
I mean, that
XG has a lot of stuns, and Nigma does not have that many.
Yeah, I mean, so when you look at the lineups, would you sort of see this being another game where there will be that period early to mid where the 5-on-5s,
Omar,
they're just going to have more to press on XG, and Arme
caught.
Able to chase down the clock, finish off the kill for himself.
Yeah, I would say, look, ease of execution, as we like to talk about it, definitely feels like it's there for XGs. If they just get out of lanes, even or ahead, they're just going to have those natural ultis coming in that do a ton of damage, as we've seen with the Shaker, with even the Snapfire from the support. And yeah, we have to mention it too, right? XM, Sumail is looking to dominate the lane, because if you look at the game overall for the puck, as we said, there's like no stuns. It's clockwork hook shot and a roar in particular to try to lock down XM.
It's going to be super difficult to catch him.
Yeah.
And we saw how well of a performance XM had last game on the sniper. And his puck, also one, as you can see from that Dota Plus level, one that he is incredibly proficient on. So yeah, if you give him sort of the setup to have an easy puck lane, he is going to be an absolute nightmare to deal with.
And let's see how this bottom lane goes, because they, like you said, they snap pick the Ursa. With this Warlock, they know it's going to have a free lane completely, and it's versus double melee. So Ame is set up for absolute success, and Noob, he's going to have to just rely on stacks completely. I see he's already sending the boar. He's got a triple stack hard camp already prepared for himself, but he's got 6 last hits. He's getting next to nothing down here in terms of CS.
Yeah, very good control there from XG so far. And overall, do you sort of see why they were as confident as they were with picking up this Ursa? Do you sort of like how this hero matches up against a Medusa lineup in time, in terms of sort of timings and strong points?
Yeah, no, for sure. It gives you Roche, it gives you Tormentor, it gives you itemization that you can do later on if you want to get a Disperse or anything, but also just straight hard damage, right? The longer that fight goes versus Medusa, you will be able to bring him down. And yeah, so much control. That's just the big thing I'm looking at. An unbelievable amount of stuns for them to stick on targets.
Let's see how the mid lane so far is going here between Sumail and XM. 27-5 on the SF against the 20-1 on XM. I mean, how does this sort of play out as they level up? Is Sumail going to be able to maintain a good lead with denies, or as a puck, are you normally able to set up the wave so you can nuke it every time?
He can still get a fair bit, but Sumail having this, level 1 bottle, getting that first blood, definitely will have him a bit of an advantage. The problem is, I've seen so many games for Nigma, when they have Sumail with an advantage, Omar can swing over and get kills pretty easily with him. Omar can't do that this game.
A lot of damage coming in there.
Xingqiu wants him, can't quite get him. The level 2 Shredder is very devastating in the laning phase. As we see there for GH, very low armor. Gets brought down incredibly low.
Especially if there's ever a situation where XXS is able to get him with a right click from the enchant totem.
Oh yeah, that almost shouldn't happen though. Right?
Sure, yeah, you got to keep that distance.
In the lane, later on, of course, that's going to happen, but...
GH still very, very low. And Xingqiu is just going to be able to shoot him down.
That's twice that he's been able to pretty much do this, almost on his own.
Yeah, rough couple of deaths. GH getting caught out.
Xingqiu last game played it pretty flawlessly. This one too. He gets the kill, blocks the camp as well while he's retreating. So a pretty perfect play coming out from him there in this top lane.
Yeah, it's just going to continue to maintain the lane in a position where XXS is very freely able to farm and get a good amount of denies in against Ghost's farm. So far, slightly favorable early signs here from Xtreme in the way that they're maintaining the lanes. It's going to be a lot of eyes on what Sumail can do from the mid on his SF.
Sumail and Omar to set that tempo in particular, to have that game for Ghost so that he can sit back and farm. Constant fissures.
Yeah, proving difficult now for really GH to have a sort of say in this top lane. Each time Xingqiu pushing him away.
So I mentioned this last time, the way that they had their lane setups. This time they, of course, it's GH still playing that 5 position, but not having that matchup where they have like a ranged hero with the melee hero, the Clockwork with the Dusa, which is a pretty strong hero, versus Earthshaker too. So interesting that they decided to do this and just keep it very standard rather than adapting in any way. As we see XM has the haste rune. Can't look to toy with Sumail a bit here.
Yeah, knows that he's at no threat at all.
Yeah, Raindrop's going to be blocking a lot of that damage. Sumail down to his last Raindrop charge. XM still has the 3. Could see a rotation at some point. Xingqiu will finally deward the sentries that were placed from the start that we mentioned from Omar, although they were about to expire. Not the same move happening from Xnova. He is a Warlock versus a Clockwork, so it's very difficult for him to get over there and actually place this sentry to block the camps. So Noob, he will have those camps to go back and farm to, or maybe he gives them to Sumail. We'll see. Maybe they are all just about buffing up Sumail as much as possible in this early game. Yeah. Since he doesn't have access on Noob, so he actually can't clear that neutral. And XM is... they cannot let this happen.
This is a huge stack.
They cannot let XM take this stack.
I mean, so
I mean, if they allow this to happen, it's devastating.
Sumail's got to get over it.
He's got a haste rune though, so XM can toy with them a bit here.
He got a couple of the creeps, but Sumail should be able to maintain the rest of the stack, and indeed comes in just in time, because losing that would have been quite painful for Nigma Galaxy's early game.
Yeah, that would have been devastating. Now we do see Sumail 1,200 gold advantage over that puck at the moment here.
Now it's Sumail so far, getting the stack, getting the first blood, top lane, GH dead again.
He's just getting caught off guard with the damage. Just this little shredder plus a fissure, it's just too much for him to deal with so far here.
This is going to set XXS up for a very quick link dagger timing. Even with the fact that they did block those camps, it kind of doesn't matter because of how much he's getting from the lane.
Oh, and he's going to have... This is the off-lane shaker, and he might actually have a pre-10-minute blink dagger. That is devastating.
See around this in the mid lane. Armin's ready to head over. They get the silence onto the two of them. Armin getting the swipe stacked up onto Sumail. Sumail's able to get the Requiem off. Phase shift there from XM. See if he can jump out in time with the orb. He can't. He can't escape them. They'll get bonded here, the 3 of them, and Armin's ready to step back in, cookie forward. Sumail will get taken out. Xingqiu shoots down Omar. As XG bringing in the numbers there to contest this rune. Short, they lose their puck, but it's Ame, the carry, turning up and getting involved positively.
Very cool move. I feel like that reminds you of Spirit that used to do that one, right? The 8-minute, they bring the carry to the mid lane at times. Ame, knowing that he can get involved into the fray. They do lose the puck, but they shut down the SF here. One time down.
Noob in position to try and make the return to the bottom lane a bit more difficult for Ame, but he should still be able to safely make his way down here.
Ghost is getting absolute free farm up here too. That is being said though, XXS is, as you said, gonna have that blink dagger at one of the earliest off-lane timings.
Omar maybe continuing to get in under the tower if Noob's able to get this creep wave pushed in.
Xnova has the book at the ready. He can pop 6.
We're gonna try and set things up here. Ame turns towards Omar. We'll have to hold back in the cogs for now. Nigma Galaxy stepping up the pressure.
So eyes on the Warlock. He's a little low on mana now, but he can consume the Grimoire to drop that Golem if there is an aggressive play. They won't push forward on the side of Nigma.
They're still very difficult to push the Ursa out entirely. Smoke play now to be coming in, so they want to continue to just bring more numbers down to this bottom lane to try and take this tower off the map as early as possible and potentially find kills on top of it. But Xtreme,
he's consumed it.
They're going to turn up for the defense. There's the setup. Straight away they go for Noob. They'll get the roar up, but the enrage is there. Noob continues to run, but the kisses are coming in. The final hit connects. Noob's gone. Xingqiu landing the shots perfectly to bring down the Beastmaster.
I mean, Xingqiu also kills the Dominator. He also cookie saves Xnova. What more can this man do?
He's doing so much in this early game on the snap. 4-0-2 already.
Insane.
A flawless opening here from him on the Snapfire.
And I think perhaps Nigma was maybe saying, hey, Warlock's not quite 6 yet, maybe we can make a little aggressive move. He eats that Grimoire, has the Golem, drops it, and as you said, the last kiss touches on top of the Beastmaster.
It lands every single one of them there, Xingqiu.
In the meanwhile, Echo was used on those neutrals. XXS, Blink is done, also 900 gold up on him. Top of the net worth for this Shaker. Oh, nice touch there, GH.
Easy 100 gold.
Yep. Very nice.
Has got the 6 now, so Supernova to rely on, but as you mentioned, it's not an easy game to get that egg off successfully.
No, Xingqiu, especially with the start he's having, right? He's going to have good positioning in most of those fights to go for that egg. Mid tower, getting whittled down.
I mean, they're trying to hold it, but it's a lot of damage already being done here by Xtreme.
Kisses in 40. XM, he knows he can push the limits because he's playing versus no stuns. And GQ will claim that tower last hit. This is a very rich Snapfire.
At the same time, the pressure will continue from Nigma Galaxy on the bottom lane. They will take the tower there.
Sumail has to make that trade. Since he did end up, he can't go back to that mid lane because very likely could get set up on. Does go bottom, gets the tower at the least here.
We'll see where XM wants to go next. Starting to shift his attention up towards the top.
Kisses in 20. Ghost does show himself. He has a big wand, so it does feel safe to show himself up there.
Should be ready with numerous TPs though, Nigma Galaxy, if they do want to try and turn up and defend if the dive comes in.
Omar needs that 6 very badly for the team. He needs that hook shot available for them to have an initiating force at the moment, because for them to actually walk into fights at the moment, very difficult. They literally would just have to walk into them, while XG, as we see now, have 3 different ways to start fights, especially with that Blink Dagger being done.
Both carries, though, continue to be in pretty perfect form, right, for the opening of this game. Ghost and Arme getting the entrance into the action.
Oh, nicely done there from Omar.
As they would hope for in terms of the timings. We've got the Battle Fury pretty much done here on Arme. So 12-minute Battle Fury for the Bear. And as you can see on Ghost net worth, he's in a perfectly fine position as well at the moment. A few hundred gold ahead of that of the Bear. So both carries should be pretty happy.
Both having the dream, essentially. Can they look for a setup? It looks like they're making a move bottom. It's right on Noob.
They get the setup, and Xingqiu straight away ready to bring in the damage.
They just drop the Echo as well. No hesitation. He wants that extra money. Xingqiu gets the last hit again. Mega kill for the Snapfire.
I mean, the way this top lane's gone, sure, we talk about the fact that Ghost has still managed to find the farm out of this lane. But the amount that the duo of Xtreme got between the two of them, it is set up for XXS and Xingqiu to just really get the ball rolling between the two of them.
The supports are very rich on the side of XG. And Xingqiu, we saw what he was able to do that last game with early timings, early shard plays. So far, having a very flawless performance. The support's definitely struggling on the side of Nigma.
XM still falling behind a little bit from the mid lane.
Absolutely.
Despite also just, being able to take out that tower rather early on in the mid. Hasn't quite found as many opportunities as he would hope for himself to get involved with the Dream Coil. Whereas on the other side, Sumail on the SF, that step ahead and ready to look for opportunities himself as they're coming in with the smoke again.
They want to try to set up perhaps for a tower push here, but it is into a lot of ultis. Kisses are still cooldown 50, same thing for Echo, but the Golem and the Coil is at the ready.
Here's the smoke. Goes to Nigma in position. XXS is going to step up, but easily able to back off as soon as he's aware of what's going on. They turn towards Arme instead. They'll get the enrage off. Starts to stand his ground against Omar. In fact, they're just able to kill Omar off. So Nigma Galaxy seeing if they could sort of trip Xtreme up, but Xtreme were pretty ready for them to turn up in that position.
They got the tower at the least, right? So showing up for that, but do end up losing Omar again here after that first hook shot reveal. Ame will take that. Almost a Blink Dagger finished. Starting to get these scary tools versus something like that Shadow Fiend, who is very vulnerable to heroes jumping him. Double Blink's going to be finished. Double Blinks and a Puck who can just appear on top of you very early.
So they're just going to drop the Golem here onto Ghost. TP's immediately coming in from Nigma Galaxy, though, so the Golem won't be able to do much offensively.
A bit wasted, but they're looking to go back in. Ghost.
They're still going with the kisses. Arme's closing in. They'll force out the Stone Gaze, but the damage for these kisses from Xingqiu bringing Ghost so low. They'll fuel him up. They're going to have to suffer. XM, he's there ready and waiting for them. Shots off the escape. Comes in with the coil. Oh, they were so ready for that.
He doesn't get the wand off. Ghost got stunned.
Now GH, we'll see XM look to chase him down as well. He's not going to go completely in for the dive play. He's already got what he came for there. I mean, that was just so smooth from Xtreme.
They had no idea he was coming from that angle.
Really starting to build up the early lead now. Xtreme 11-2, 4K lead, taking out these towers.
And that blink is done now for the Ursa. Sumail's game just feels so difficult, Owen. Unless he can do some type of crazy position plays, but versus double blinks and a puck does feel incredibly complicated.
Especially with these timings Ame's hitting, because
so
once that bash is online, right, it's going to be so difficult for Sumail to turn up and get the combo off.
I mean, even if he does, right, he can always get the enrage, right? Like, you can never, it's very difficult to ever Requiem an Ursa, Requiem at the puck, perhaps on the Shaker in some situations, but there's stuns, right? It does feel very hard in this early game for Nigma with the way that XG has prepared, with the way these lanes went down in particular, too, as we keep saying, the supports, almost level 10 on the two of them. A slow start for the side of Nigma.
I'm ready to go again. Echo Slams at the ready. Kisses still going to be off for 30 seconds, but with just sort of the jump burst alone between the two of them, most of the heroes on Nigma Galaxy will suffer.
Omar, Ame does find him.
If they find Sumail, it's going to be quite a huge one.
He's just a free kill. They're on top of him, it feels like.
They've got enough control and burst. Here comes the silence from XM. Nothing to be done there by Sumail.
Uh-oh. This is looking really tough for the Shadow Fiend. They wanted him to get a snowball going, but he's now bottom of the cores after that death.
Noob. He's going to start running down in this direction. I feel like he's got to be careful. XG's still got a lot around. He's going to open up with the Roar onto XXS. See if he can make this play happen, but the kisses are up. XXS will die, but it's going to cost Noob his life.
They get a trade. Jinkyu claims another.
With these sort of kill involvements that he's going to have, he's level 11. He's very soon having this level 2 kisses. And he's doing already so much with level 1.
He's got Pavis, I believe, finished up too to block out the damage from that Medusa, mostly from the Medusa. I think they're starting to just realize that it's going to be the Medusa versus the world very quickly in this game.
Straight into the pit here.
Addressing everything else.
Is there a chance they go for a steal? They do have kind of hook shot and stone gaze at the ready. They could try for a risky sort of move here.
It is under vision though. Look at the ward they placed down. X-Nova, he sees them smoke.
They've got Supernova ready at the waiting as well, so they have got the tools.
Can Omar get the angle?
They've got to try for this Nigma Galaxy, but are they going to be able to do it in time? It's the hook shot they're in. Can they get the steal if they can't? Ame gets the kill, gets the Aegis. As Nigma Galaxy have to run, but a Fisher from XXS will stop Omar having any chances of retreat. They tried and they were so close to getting the timing, but Ame stands strong and claims the Aegis.
It's one of the cleanest early games I've seen from XG. Just pretty much no mistakes coming out from any of them. Quick moves, super early Roshan, pre-Tormentor as well. And Ame, as you said, that Basher, it's pretty much
so
done.
early.
Dusa, SF, like these heroes, if you can get on top of them early, very difficult, but if you have Bash as well, they can't even turn and stand their ground. Ghost starting to also fall behind, a 2K difference almost between him and Ame now. Sumail just yet to be able to get really involved. He, of course, has that one kill from earlier, but besides that, just difficult for him. So much magic damage. He's going for the blink next. It feels like he has to go all in, but maybe does have to change the build a little also. We'll have to see what he wants to do.
And it really is just, as you mentioned earlier, so much pressure on either Noob or Omar to find some sort of hook shot or raw setup. Because without that,
there's just no stun.
You can't make the plays. You can't have a chance at trying to take down a puck. Another freebie.
It's a beatdown so far. Hook shot trying to catch somebody here, but off the mark. 60 seconds cooldown.
How on earth do you catch this puck?
I mean, he has Blink Dagger now. Max phase shift. He almost has to make a mistake for you to get any type of catch. And Noob, he will lose the Overlord. Jinkyu will claim that 250 gold. That's the Solar Crest done as well. Shard plus Solar Crest done. 706 on this Snapfire. Trying to play around Noob with his Overlord timing, but they just, as soon as the creep showed, they killed it. So first one is gone. 30 seconds, that Tormentor play. XG already starting to prepare themselves for it. And for Nigma, I mean, they cannot fight there. Right? The egg is going to get addressed. Sumail very likely to just get exploded from all the spell combos that they have, the crazy team fight. So might just have to give this one up and hope that Ghost can just farm as much as possible out of it.
It's going to become one of those games, right, where it's just for Nigma Galaxy, indeed, just hope that the Dusa can carry them. And of course, it has been able to many times before.
Hook shot.
Get the hook shot.
They get
into
the roar.
That's the 2 bits of lockdown and the Centaur and the Cogs. They do it. It takes it all in terms of lockdown, but they get the job done.
High execution kill. They find XM. XM will be rewarded with a shard for his death.
Arme ready to continue to push on. 2 minutes on the Aegis. Not a lot that he fears right now.
At least Nigma's able to find something there. Sumail also has the Blink Dagger done with the Arcane Rune. Oh, look at the items that come in, though. This is the issue, right? Because they're having such good times on the offlane or two, XXS now has a BKB. So if he does try to go for that setup with a Requiem, it might just get countered.
Noob might be in trouble here.
Oh, yeah.
There we go, straight away.
Very dead.
As soon as they see him.
Another one for Xingqiu. He even gets the Overlord creep. He's just getting so much money.
Nah, he is having a ridiculously good timing on the Snapfire. This is crazy numbers already.
I mean, best Snapfire first pre-20 minutes
8-0-6.
I think ever that I've seen.
And yeah, going for the blink. I mean, once that's there, it's pretty much going to be impossible that you ever get the egg off.
Yeah.
He's always going to be able to blink in, little shredder in from a safe spot.
And potentially just the saves too, like Blink, Cookie, and Ally. But yeah, absolutely,
so
just positioning being crucial there. Omar, Sumail, they're looking for the wraparound. Trying to catch them off guard here.
They get the Omni to X over, but it's kind of awkward. And in fact, he's going to get the chance to live. He's away now. They get the jump in onto Sumail. The bash got through. They have the Invis to protect him for now, but the Dream Coil Snap holds him in position. Sumail will be able to get away, but GH is dead. Nigma Galaxy have to retreat.
They can't even kill the Warlock with their combo.
Name diving in under the tower, on towards Ghost. That's the carry dead.
A true disaster for Nigma. XG, a masterclass. Literally 0 mistakes, it feel like.
And tier 2.
And a tier 2 probably to fall here too.
Starting to fall indeed. I mean, getting so much done with this Aegis on Arme. Nigma Galaxy, they tried their chances there.
Yeah.
But it just didn't work out. They couldn't lock down and kill this Warlock.
And even if they do, very likely they all just die immediately afterwards too. So an attempt there from Nigma, but quickly answered from XG. BKB is about to be done after all the rest of his pickups that he already has.
He is massive on this set.
I mean, Sumail's game just feels actually impossible.
Coming on towards the top lane, Sumail and Noob, they got to get out of here.
Power Ranger TP is coming forward. Immediately killing that Overlord. The kiss is to Scout.
And they're going to be able to find him. The Fisher comes in. You can't escape Xingqiu. He's always ready to spot you out and just do the damage. It's like, what do you do against this Snapfire?
Don't give him it. This is actually insane what he's able to do so far this game. Nigma can literally get nothing going their way, it feels like, right? Even when they got like one of the kills, it wasn't a free kill by any means. The trade ended up happening on bottom. I believe that was the last one that they were able to find. The moves from XG just too fast, and yeah, the BKB done for the Ursa. Sumail hasn't been able to find this Requiem combo, and he may not be able to at all in this game with the items that they've been able to pick up already. XG.
They've got to be careful down in Nigma Galaxy. XG are coming in from multiple angles.
XXS, he's got the BKB.
They're going to try and burst him. They get him with a hook shot, but BKB's there, straight into the Echo. Fishers, he locks down the two of them. XM ready to come over as well as the Dream Coil's there, catching out Sumail on the retreat. As Sumail nowhere to run once again. XG take him down. Arme deals with GH off to the side.
It's level 1 hook shot, super low duration, right? I mean, sure, it only goes up 0.2, but even 0.2 makes a difference in these type of situations. Doesn't get the Requiem before that BKB. And these items, they got them too fast, Owen. The fact that the Shaker was able to get it this early.
I mean, it's just his item timings in general, right? Parasma online, 24 minutes in on XM.
And they're making it look pretty easy right now. 21-4. As we said, it's Ghost versus the world, but they have the answers for this Dusa. Even though he has Butterfly, the Parasma's done already. The Ursa can start to make the build toward that MKB if he feels like he wants to.
Oh, he can, and he's going to be well on the way, Arme. 2,500 gold ready to start spending up into that MKB.
I mean, almost 5,000 gold ahead of the Dusa. And space now starting to be pretty limited for Ghost, and he's actually under vision the whole time. They know exactly where he is.
I know, just needs to get so many items online to be able to have a chance in this one.
I don't know how many he's going to need.
A much rougher game too, and game 1 was not a fun one either for Nigma Galaxy. And at the moment, down 16k gold at 25 minutes in.
I mean, all the timings that they wanted to go for, as we said, like just aren't working. They aren't going to work because of the itemization that XG's gone for, but the timing that they got them to, as you said, Sumail, the Blink Yashikai is out when all the BKBs and shards and Rage is available for the Ursa. Setting up top. Guess they're scouting if there is anybody, going to be anybody in the area here. XXS is going luxury build. It's actually going to be going for the Octarine next. So more and more stuns going to be coming out from this shaker.
They find Ghost down here.
Oh,
they're going to find Omar, which is good news for Ghost, as that should give him the info to get ice.
You say that, but Ame's on him.
Indeed, Ame coming in for this angle.
He gets the bash.
Ghost.
Oh,
he's going to try for the TP, but the coil's there, the Fisher, the kisses, everything coming in on towards Ghost. He can't escape.
They're reading. They're just reading every map, every single one of the moves. Even though Omar tries to catch the gank, Ame comes from a different angle and instantly through the portal again. No hesitation.
It's an incredible play so far here from Xtreme.
And we hear the crowd already loving it from Ame.
They can feel it.
Noob being stalked again.
Oh.
No?
That was the Golem.
Okay, maybe they thought he was on the other side of that there. But
really despise these Helm of the Dom creeps.
Yep, whatever.
I'll get rid of it.
Yep, Next Nova's like, don't need it anyway. GH.
There we go, as you say, Octarine, 26 minutes in.
One of the fastest ones I think we've seen.
Has to be, I think, around these off-lane shakers.
Because usually they build, Kaya in between, usually it's a mid-shaker as well too, so.
Yeah, there we go, no surprises there, 2 minutes faster than you've seen it before.
Crazy timings. Again, now Roche back up so quickly.
They're getting everything.
MKB's done too, so approaching this fight, impossible.
XG, they've got many options on how they want to continue this.
Yep.
They can keep farming it up. They can try and run it down the lanes. They're that strong right now that whatever they do, for Nigma Galaxy to find something to do in response, it's just going to be so difficult.
It feels like this is one of those games where Ame is unlikely to die. 7-0 so far, set up for absolute success. 6K over the next core.
And we saw a fair few of those games earlier on the road to TI from Ame, and he's bringing them out now on the main stage.
Yeah, road to TI, he had 3 deaths total. Of course, the next day, did end up having 3 deaths in one game, but showing what he can do when he's been given a free game.
Yeah, just showing as well why they so quickly picked that Ursa. They knew that Ame was ready to pop off on this one.
Shao-Wade said it. They came very prepared, and we're absolutely seeing that. A Lincoln's now picked up for XM, so the only spell that he had to worry about, as we said, was the Roar. Now has the protection versus that.
Ooh, he's out.
We'll get a sneaky grab there.
A little bit of something there.
They need every little bit of something they can get.
Now let's see. Can Nigma Galaxy turn this one around?
I mean, Noob is just not getting much growth, Owen. It's the issue. He got the butterfly, I believe it feels like 6 minutes ago or more. He's only gotten 2,500 extra gold afterwards. Just no real space for him to farm. XG, they're sweeping the map, not giving that opportunity for him to get any type of items. Sumail does have BKB, but he'll be able to get the Requiem off, but there is...
these bashes, though, still right.
Yeah, he is just very likely to die.
If Ame gets in and kind of... probably needs to get the bash on the first or second hit. He'll be able to put a stop to that.
True, and there's a Golem, actually, so they probably still can interrupt that as well, too, but... We'll give him at least a little more protection versus the crazy amount of magic damage that's also in the draft of XG. But one of the more uphill battles, it feels like, for Nigma, as Ghost just now getting surpassed by the offlaner of XG as well.
They still just have to do their best to avoid Xtreme Gaming completely. Try and build things together so that they can scramble together some sort of semblance of a team fight and defense on the high ground, despite this huge lead that Xtreme have against them.
That feels like it has to be at the high ground. Anywhere else, I mean, even at the high ground, it feels almost impossible at this point, but that just has to be where they look to pick that fight. Ame, he's in. The banner's down.
Ready to get damage done. Still 2.5 minutes on this Aegis, so a lot of time for Xtreme to amp up the pressure.
Stopping that Sunray.
Nigma Galaxy, what have they got?
It's 2 minutes still on this Aegis. The Ursa's fully buffed up.
Trying to hold on here. in the competition. And at the moment, just having to watch Arme tear apart their barracks. Can they even make a move to stop this set going down?
Ooh, hook off the mark. Tried to go for the back line,
and now he's going to pay with his life, Omar.
Instant death.
And that's a BKB as well from Sumail Press to attempt to make that move work. So Arme, he can get back to business onto the racks. Full Abyssal Blade out as well. That's the fortification coming out from Nigma Galaxy.
They're catching both waves as well. XM clears top wave, Arme clears bottom wave. Momentum on all three. Backdoor will kick in, but the top wave coming in shortly. The jump.
And he's ready to dive!
Instant kill. They're truly making it look easy, Owen.
They really are. They definitely seem set to make quite a run potentially in this lower bracket XG if they keep up this level of performance.
And how do you stop? There's still a minute left on the Aegis. You have no BKB for Sumail for 40 seconds still. Ghost steps up. At any moment, it feels like XG is just ready to close this.
Yeah, they know how to push their advantage very, very well here. XG not getting slipped up at all.
Kisses.
And they get the catch in on the tree line. They look towards Noob. The Ghost Scepter will buy him enough time to back off. So he'll survive the jump this time round.
Ghost.
Another tier 3 gone. Arme moving in onto the Medusa. Ghost has to be careful. Mana's falling low.
Buildings are dropping. Arme, Aegis, 20 seconds.
Trying to slow him down here with the Fire Spirits. And the Rain Tracks is gone.
Got what they came for.
Looks like they are going to respect the fact that Nigma Galaxy are all up and the Arme's Aegis shortly about to leave his hands.
Just playing it as safe as possible. They just got a ton of money pretty much on everybody. Almost a full Aghanims on the puck. Arme, soon the Swift Blink.
How close is Ghost to sort of the next item? He's
still not close, Owen. He's not farming. He can't.
800 gold or so until he has the Skadi complete. Just even then, he really needs that Daedalus on top of it to have the chance of doing enough damage to scare or threaten any of Xtreme's lineup.
And speaking of Xtreme, the fake back.
Oh, they're ready to go again.
They're looking to close this game out.
Sumail might just be caught here. Stepping up straight away. Abyssal Blade into the damage. Sumail's out for a hot minute. No buyback.
Godlike for Arme.
It's Xtreme. Claim the final, well, sorry, the second set back. They've still got the bottom lane to deal with, but they're ready to sweep around and go for that straight away.
Just clinical.
And no need to head back right now as Xtreme coming up to 30k gold lead, coming up to 1,000 gold a minute in this game. One of the bigger and earlier advantages that we've seen grow on this main stage.
At 30 minutes in particular, right? Having that
so
almost
early.
1k per lead is crazy. Arme.
GH won't find him this time. The tower's gone, the final set of barracks exposed. They jump into the tree line again. XM catch the silence in on towards Omar. Not enough damage to kill him off. Ghost starting to push forward. Attempting to hold them back. We'll get them off the racks momentarily. 10 seconds until Sumail's back in.
Ghost was able to at least finish his item. His damage still not quite there, but at least something to give him a bit more protection.
And Xtreme continuing to play it careful. They know how close they are to moving on here. They don't want to let this slip away from them, regardless of how far ahead they are.
I mean, they can still look to just play the Constrict game, right? Look at the ward coverage that they've got. They see absolutely everything. So if Nigma does want to step outside, they will know instantly. And Arme, look at this, 9,000 ahead of Ghost in that net worth. The Swift Blink is finished up. Immediately goes to the Tormentor. Maximum efficiency coming out from XG.
And all Nigma Galaxy can do is sort of wait.
He did step outside. They are very well aware that he's done this, so he will have to get back soon. Arme rejoins XG.
Oh, this smoke could be the killing blow.
Ready for the move. XM has the Aghanims.
Is there any way Nigma Galaxy can outplay?
Oh, they're sneaking in. Kisses.
See Noob. Arme tries to make the jump on a GH. He'll get the dive off, so they'll avoid the initial jump from XG.
Final racks.
TP coming in here from Noob.
XXS. He's got Aeon Disc at the ready.
As you say, you're ready to put that together if necessary. The call comes in, they make the jump, that's GH gone. And Arme, he's in onto Ghost, the slam comes through, the hook shot's attempted, but Ghost, he's gone. Sumail, he'll go for the Requiem, but the bash comes in. He's dead, Noob will get the roar up, but he's the last one left alive on Nigma Galaxy as XG deal with him as well. It's game over, Xtreme knock Nigma Galaxy out of the International.